Beijing, Chinese state media say North Korean leader Kim Jong Un will make a two-day visit to Beijing starting Tuesday following his groundbreaking summit with U.S. President Donald Trump in Singapore last week. Security was tight Tuesday morning at the Beijing airport where paramilitary police prevented journalists from shooting photos. A motorcade including sedans, minibuses, motorcycles and a stretch limo with a golden emblem was seen leaving the airport in vehicles that were not apparently carrying flags. The state media reports did not say if Kim had already arrived in Beijing. Kim's trip follows his summit with U.S. President Donald Trump in Singapore last week. Doug Mills, The New York Times, roads near the Diaoyutai State Guest House, where senior Chinese officials meet with visiting leaders, were being closed Tuesday morning and a motorcade with motorcycle escorts was seen heading into the compound. A ring of police vehicles and unmarked cars surrounded the perimeter of the guest house where Kim stayed on his first visit earlier this year. Has made two recent visits to China, North Korea's main ally and key source of trade and economic assistance. Following his summit with Trump, Kim was expected to meet with Chinese leaders to discuss progress in halting his country's missile and nuclear weapons programs in exchange for economic incentives. China did not announce past visits by North Korea's leader until Kim returned home. Article continued below. The Singapore meeting resulted in a surprise announcement of a U.S. suspension of military drills with its South Korean ally, a goal long pursued by Beijing and Pyongyang. That move is seen as potentially weakening defenses and diplomatic ties among U.S. allies in Asia, while bolstering rivals such as China and Russia. The U.S. has stationed combat troops in South Korea since the Korean War, in which China fought on North Korea's side, ended in 1953 with an armistice and no peace treaty. The more than 28,000 U.S. forces serve as a military tripwire against North Korean aggression. The next major exercise with South Korea is known as Ulchi Freedom Guardian. The last year's version was held for 11 days in August and involved about 17,500 U.S. troops. Read more. Opinion, Berman, How the History Books Will Remember This Bizarre and Dangerous Week in the Trump Era. Opinion, Wacom, Trump, Kim deserve credit for breaking log jam analysis. Donald Trump gave a summit to Kim Jong Un, but it's unclear what U.S. is getting in return.